Joel Matip could be replaced in January. In the ever-evolving world of football transfers, Liverpool have emerged as the front-runners in the pursuit of Bournemouth's Lloyd Kelly. However, Premier League rivals Tottenham and Newcastle are also still in the hunt. Bournemouth's 24-year-old defender found himself at the centre of intense transfer rumours as the summer transfer window came to an end in England. Spurs, in particular, were keen to secure his services with a £20 million bid for the versatile player who can play both as a stopper and left-back. However, as sources say, Tottenham's efforts were in vain. Bournemouth's hesitation to part ways with such an important figure, especially at the 11th hour of the transfer window, played a major role. Despite the summer window closing, Kelly's appeal has not diminished. Tottenham's interest continues, and the latest rumours from reports suggest that Newcastle are also keen on his signature. However, the latest information suggests that Jürgen Klopp's Liverpool could have the advantage when the January transfer window opens. Bournemouth are also keen to cash in on Kelly's value mid-season, given the player's contractual situation. With Kelly's contract set to expire on June 30, 2024, time is running out for Bournemouth. If an extension cannot be agreed, on January 1 Kelly will be able to negotiate a pre-contract with clubs outside of England. For Bournemouth, the prospect of losing such an important figure without any financial gain would be a significant blow. This scenario has sparked speculation and hinted at a potential January sale in the Premier League. While the names of Newcastle and Tottenham are still being bandied about, Liverpool appear to be the frontrunners. There is a growing consensus that Liverpool are eyeing Kelly as a potential successor to Joel Matip. The Reds' defensive line, which includes stars like Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate, Matip, and Joe Gomez, is predominantly right-footed. Kelly, with his left-footed skills, could provide Klopp with a more specialised option and ease Van Dijk's burden. Moreover, Kelly's defensive solidity, especially at left-back, offers a more balanced alternative to the more forward-thinking Kostas Tsimikas. With Matip's contract set to expire next summer and his recent performances not living up to expectations, Kelly's possible arrival at Anfield could be the ideal replacement. Klopp wants a repeat of Gakpo, while Liverpool are doing their due diligence on attacking targets for January. Bakayoko was the subject of widespread interest in the Premier League during the summer transfer window. Brentford were among the concrete bidders for the winger, but Liverpool were regularly mentioned as potential suitors. Recent reports have confirmed that Liverpool are carrying out due diligence on Bakayoko ahead of a possible bid in January. Liverpool are said to have a concrete interest in the 20-year-old. Last month Bakayoko decided to stay at PSV after they qualified for the Champions League group stage. However, if they fail to qualify, he could reconsider his future in January. Until then, Liverpool could be ready to make a move for Bakayoko. In fact, Liverpool are one of the 5 clubs in the Premier League who are tracking him. Brentford could also remain in the frame after agreeing to break the transfer record to sign the Belgian footballer. As mentioned, whether the player will transfer or not will largely depend on PSV's progress in Europe. The Eindhoven club have him under contract until 2026 after developing in their academy. He has so far made 45 appearances at senior level, providing 10 assists and scoring 7 goals. Arsenal, Sevilla, and Lens are also in their Champions League group. Bakayoko has played 5 times in UEFA's top competition in the last few seasons, but is yet to score a goal. A left-footed player who operates on the right wing, any Liverpool move for Bakayoko could be linked to the future of Mohamed Salah. Jürgen Klopp's side resisted interest from Saudi Arabia's Al Ittihad earlier this month for the 5th top scorer of all time. One of the reasons Klopp rejected offers of up to £215 million was that they could not replace him immediately. If suitors in the Saudi Pro League move for Salah again in January, Liverpool may have to reconsider their stance. At least now they have a window of opportunity to monitor some potential targets who could replace Salah in the future. If Bakayoko joins Liverpool in January, it will be the second consecutive winter transfer window in which a winger has been acquired from PSV. At the start of 2023, Cody Gakpo from the same Dutch club made his way to Anfield. PSV received a club record fee for Gakpo's departure, but we'll see how much they can get for Bakayoko later on. Bakayoko had previously shared the pitch with Gakpo 12 times when they crossed paths at PSV. Now they are increasingly likely to be reunited at Liverpool. Liverpool youngster says £25 million star is a different class in training. Billy Comicio has described Thiago Alcantara as the best player he has played with in Liverpool's first-team training sessions. The French defender described the former Bayern Munich maestro as the best player he has trained with since joining the Anfield Giants. Comicio had this to say about Thiago in Liverpool training: "Thiago is a different class. I love watching him, his style of play and his hard training. It's great to watch him." Although the £25 million midfielder has yet to feature for Liverpool this season due to injury, there is no denying that Thiago could be the club's best player in terms of individual quality. When fit and firing, the midfielder is arguably one of the best in the Premier League and beyond, and Comicio's comments are testament to that. Indeed, considering the players the French defender has worked with at Liverpool, Comicio naming Thiago as his best is high praise for the Spanish international. The time since Thiago was at his best for the Reds has felt like an eternity, but the midfielder's comeback could be just around the corner. Injury has again halted Thiago's progress towards becoming a key part of Jürgen Klopp's plans for the 2023-24 season, but the playmaker could be back before we know it. With Thiago back, Liverpool's midfield options will be as good as they have been in recent years, and the Spaniard is a player who can take the Reds to a whole new level. Liverpool have bought a gem of a player. Journalist Rory Smith suggested that Liverpool had previously selected Ryan Gravenberch as a potential generation-defining midfielder alongside Jude Bellingham and Aurelien Tchouameni. The 21-year-old is close to making his debut for the Reds. Ryan Gravenberch was Liverpool's final signing of a turbulent summer transfer window. The youngster was linked with a Bayern Munich exit during the summer, but he eventually got the green light to go to Anfield in a £34 million move. Of course, Liverpool completely overhauled their midfield this summer, and Gravenberch was the last piece of the puzzle before the deadline. He had a difficult time at Bayern, making only a few starts for the Bundesliga giants. And frankly, transfers at such a late stage can sometimes be panic buys. But Liverpool have been tracking Gravenberch for a long time, and Smith suggested that the Reds hierarchy believe he has the talent to become one of the best in the world in this era. "I think he was fantastic at Ajax. He looked like the next player off the conveyor belt. I think he was a direct replacement for Frenkie de Jong. He was the player they were thinking about 2 or 3 years before de Jong left. He's got talent. I think he was one of 3 players that Liverpool identified as potential generation-defining midfielders, along with Bellingham and Tchouameni," Smith said. Liverpool fans know they have a potential star in Gravenberch. It's fair to say that Gravenberch has some work to do after a frustrating year in Germany. But if he comes close to the other 2 players, there is no doubt that Liverpool have made an incredible signing.